Yesterday, we were able to discuss several points on the brazen assassination of Governor Digamo that happened last March 2023 and the state of peace and order in the province of Negros Oriental. Napakinggan natin ang panig ng kanyang may bahay, si Mayor Janice Digamo. We feel her pain and we condole with her over the loss of a good public servant and an even better man. Napakinggan din natin ang panig ni Mr. Arnie Teves na ngayon ay nadadawit sa kasong ito at sa isyo ng illegal firearms. He categorically denied any involvement in such alleged illegal activities. Prior to the assassination of Governor Digamo, there were already a spate of killings in Negros Oriental. Several deaths of government officials were alleged to be politically motivated. But at this point, motive is irrelevant. One loss of life is one loss of life too many. 500 murders in a span of 5 years or an average of 100 killings a year in a province is not only alarming but also terrifying. The numbers are giving us a heartbreaking picture. We need to shed light on why such violence appears to be given free rein in what is an otherwise very beautiful province. The CAAP and the PNP has clarified the alleged irregularities in the alleged helicopter landing in Mawab, Davao de Oro, attributed to Congressman Teves, is actually owned by Bayaran Agriventure Corporation and was merely conducting a maintenance flight last March 5. The flight plan of which was confirmed by CAAP to be Davao City, Mawab, Davao de Oro, Davao City, and no gunmen were transported on that flight as manifested in the manifest that was given and by CAAP and confirmed by the PNP. And also, all the alleged gunmen in that particular day were all accounted for according to the ILG and the PNP. Lastly, our invitation to Representative Arnie Teves to physically attend this hearing is still standing. Should he decide to attend, we have assured him of his safety inside and outside the premises of this august body, with the help, of course, of good Secretary of Interior and Local Government, Benjamin Abalos. Those who intend to speak out the truth shall always be welcome and protected by this institution. Today, we continue with the testimonies of the victims, families, and loved ones of these seemingly politically motivated killings. And we will also hear from Negrenses who are allegedly victims of land grabbing and illegal businesses in their province. As always, we emphasize that this is in aid of legislation. Paano ba makakatulong ang Senado? Anong mga pulisya ang kailangan gawin? At anong batas ang kailangan nating amyendahan? Yesterday, some of them were identified, such as strict regulation on the selling and using of military and police uniform, amending the Omnibus Election Code, particularly Section 69 on nuisance candidates, amending the Local Government Code to ensure that the authority to appoint provincial directors must be with the PNP and not with the local government officials, crafting a law that would effectively prevent the organization of private armies not only in Mindanao but nationwide, monitoring dishonorably discharged military personnel, inventory of loose firearms and possible amendments to the firearms law, upgrading of the PNP's standard procedures in addressing the complaints of our citizens, and imposition of death penalty against erring security personnel who commit heinous crimes taking undue advantage of their training, knowledge, and skills. We continue to welcome your input and suggestions in this regard so that we can ultimately restore order in our communities. However, and allow me to end my opening remarks with this sentiment. It is still my fervent hope that a day will come that we will no longer need to run to legislation to prevent heartless violence. We are one nation after all. I hope that the sense of unity and wholeness will permit our politics and not the other way around. Tulungan natin ang ating inang bayan. She needs us now more than ever. And before I finally end, I just would like to clarify some malicious allegations circulating in the uh, social media, particularly Negros Oriental, na ako daw, being the chairman of this committee, is biased to the Teves because ako daw ay bayad na ni Teves. Ako daw ay tuta ni Teves. I would answer that allegation na hindi po ako kaya bayaran kahit gaano kayaman ni Teves, hindi po kaya bayaran ako ng kahit sino man. At yung asawa ko daw ay related sa mga Teves by affinity. Ang asawa ko po ay merong auntie na pinsan, balit pinsan ng kanyang mother na married to a Teves dyan sa Dumaguete. Pero itong Teves na ito ay hindi po ito not in any way related to the Teves family of Arnie Teves. Ito pong Teves na napangasawa ng auntie ng aking asawa ay yung mga Teves na malalaking tao na mga Kastila doon sa Baez City. Hindi po ito in any way related. Sila po ay descendants ng Serafin Teves and not with Herminio Teves. Ito pong Herminio Teves na pamilya ng Arnie Teves ay nakabase po sa Bayaran City, which is more or less 200 kilometers away, if I'm not mistaken. So yun po ang aking disclaimer. Hindi po ako nababayaran, hindi po ako naging tuta, at hindi po ako related sa mga Teves for full disclosure purposes. Maraming salamat. Before we continue our discussion, may we know if any of the senators present today would like to deliver their opening statement? Senator JB? Majority Leader.
Mr. Chairman, I don't have any opening statement. I would just like to point out and also spread into the records my sincerest thanks and great respect to your honor as the chairperson of this committee. I, for one, is a living testimony of what he stated. Hindi kayang bayaran ng salapi, hindi kayang silawin ng anumang kayamanan si Senator Bato de la Rosa, at ako na mismo yung nagpapatunay niyan as a living testimony. And I'd like to again put my full support to the leadership of the chairperson of this committee. And I was a living testimony as well when the good chairman mentioned several times, and I can no longer count how many times he mentioned, we have to make sure that this hearing would be impartial and everyone should be heard. So I'd like to put that on record. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Thank you for that support. I really appreciate it. Alam mo, ako okay lang kung akong siraan. Huwag lang madama yung ibang miyembro ng committee na ito. Because I'm the chairman, masayang yung paghihirap natin dito na kahit naka-break tayo yung mag-hearing dahil nga gusto lang talaga natin ma-address yung peace and order situation ng Negros Oriental. But before I yield the floor to Senator JB, this committee is in receipt of a letter coming from Honorable Jose Bong Teves Jr., Deputy Minority Leader of the House of Representatives. And I would like to read the letter. Dear Chairperson De La Rosa, greetings. During the public hearing on the Senate Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs today, 17 April 2023, on the brazen assassination of incumbent Negros Oriental Governor Ruel Digamo, Senate Majority Leader Joel Villanueva mentioned that about 2 or 3 days ago, his informants told him that Representative Arnie Teves Jr. was seen eating in a restaurant in Lotte Hotel, South Korea. The undersigned would like to manifest and express that this representation was also in South Korea on official business together with the fellow members of the Committee on Rules from April 12 to 16, 2023, and was billeted at the Lotte Hotel in Seoul, South Korea. Attached is a copy of this representation's travel clearance and itinerary during authorized speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez. Hoping for your positive response on the matter. Thank you. Respectfully yours, Honorable Jose Bong J. Teves Jr., Deputy Majority Leader Representative, TGP Party List. So yesterday this was cleared. This was immediately notified. This committee was immediately notified by our Majority Leader na ibang Teves pala yung nakita ng mga taga nandoon sa Seoul, Korea.
Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, I would like to again put on record that this representation had a chance to talk again to my friends, and the four of them again reiterated they saw Arnie Teves, Congressman Arnie Teves, with the pictures they sent me, etc. But again, this representation would just like again to clarify some things here, Mr. Chairman. This information was divulged to this representation, and we wanted to inform the authorities. And we asked already the embassy of our country in Korea to check and find out if it is true. And wala ho tayong intention para i-drag din yung ibang pangalan, lalo na si Congressman Bong Teves, who is a fraternity brother of this representation. Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Thank you. I'm sorry. They stand by their observation. They saw
In fact,
Arnie Teves.
in fact, Mr. Chairman, I spoke to one pastor. She said when she went for a cup of coffee, nakasabay po niya si Congressman Arnie Teves without the mask. So I just want to put that on record, and this is the same information, exact information was given to me. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Your Honor, Majority Leader. Thank you for that clarification. So, itong letter nito is talagang nag-manifest lang si Deputy Majority Leader Teves na nandun din siya officially, on official business. Thank you.